to my review of Johnny Quick and Atomica. Johnny Quick is from Earth 3. He came with the Crime Syndicate powering in my last review, so check that out if you enjoyed this review. Johnny Quick's real name is Jonathan Allen, a guy who likes to have fun, but in a bad way. He really doesn't care about people. The only person he cares about is Atomica, who he's dating. Other than that, he's a selfish, egotistical a-hole. In his in Earth 3, he was running for the cops when I think he was on Star Labs, and he was cornered and lightning struck him and he fell through the roof and landed in a bunch of chemicals, and that's how he obtained his power of the Speed Force. Now I know Johnny Quick, prior to the New 52, wore this helmet because it made him faster. As far as I know. I didn't read comics back that far, especially DC comics. I read a few Batmans and Supermans, but I just read up and knew that his helmet enhanced his powers. And eventually Johnny Quick dies when he takes on Captain Cold, freezes his leg with his gun, which is voice activated, and kicks his frozen leg. It shatters and he can't run anymore. His powers are useless, and well, I know if he's completely useless. Maybe you can get like a robot leg like Cyborg or something, but he's crawling on the ground, he's covered in blood, and Alexander Luthor is being held prisoner by the Crime Syndicate, and he breaks free and he breaks Johnny Quick's neck. So it's a sad ending for Johnny Quick. Atomica has been a part of the Justice League for a while now, and we found out that she is actually from Earth 3. When the Crime Syndicate comes to Earth 1, she betrays the Justice League and she meets up with her boyfriend Johnny Quick, and she likes to mess around with her victims just like Johnny Quick. I recall at one point she grows really small and climbs into someone's ear and kills them. So that's an interesting way to kill someone. She's vicious and just like Johnny Quick, just likes to have fun. That's what they're all about. I think that's what they're attracted to each other. They're both attracted by that evil, playful spirit they both have. Atomica dies when it's revealed that Alexander Luthor has the power of Shazam. In Earth 3 he is Mazaz, which is Shazam backwards, and when he shouts this, a bolt of lightning comes down and kills Atomica. And Johnny is crawling along the floor to her body when Luthor breaks his neck. So she has a horrible demise. She dies. I love Johnny Quick's outfit. I love the helmet. I love the bug eyes. The how the helmet reaches back this far. It makes him gives him an alien-like quality. I love how long the thunderbolts are at the side of the head, and I love this design here, and all over the body. Really, there's a lot of thunderbolts in the shoe, in these boots, in his gloves. I like the brown here. Just kind of breaks up the yellows from the reds, and there's a nice shiny coated paint to Johnny. And I don't know what kind of paint is used. If anyone in the comment section can tell me what kind of paint is used for this to bring out the shiny look, I'd really appreciate that. There's a few scratches. I mean, there's a bit of paint missing here. There's somewhere on his arm, I recall, here, just on the forearm. There's a bit of paint gone as well. I've had this out of the box for about 6 months now, so you know, it could have been me who did that damage, because I brought him from my man cave to here to my flat. So that could have been me. I do wish he had kind of a smirk on him, because that suits his personality to the ground. But he has a very dry look on his face. That's the only thing I would change. But other than that, this is a great figure. I absolutely love it. For such a small figure, Atomica is really nicely detailed. Like, even on her belt she has some gold. You can see her goggles here, just around her neck. And you can even make out detail in her face, which is really nice, I think. I don't know who sculpted this, but it's absolutely fantastic. And there's a scratch here on her bum. I really like this transparent stand. I just think the color on this is great. The blues and the reds. It's very nicely done paint job, and the sculpt. Even the hair has some nice detail in there. Atomica doesn't have any articulation, but she does have like a soft kind of plastic on her arms, so she can kind of do some dancing. And same the legs. It's soft plastic here. Johnny's head could move 360 degrees, but his costume here on the neck doesn't allow him. But like I've said in the past, I don't really care if figures can move 360 degrees with their heads. I mean, who wants to pose their figures with 360 degrees? Unless you're trying to recreate the comics and you want Johnny Quick's head to be broken. But I guess, you know, that's enough to break someone's neck. His arms can move out, bend at the elbow, can rotate 360 degrees from the shoulder. The wrist does move around and does pivot back and forward. The waist moves 360 degrees. The knee moves up and down. The ankle can pivot. The legs can move out. So you can do the splits. There should be, there we go, there's articulation in the stomach area, but I don't want to do that too much because I don't want to loosen the figure. So there we go, I was about to say Johnny Storm again. Overall, I give Johnny Quick, not Johnny Storm, and Atomica 10 out of 10. Highly recommend this figure. The glossy paint on Quick looks fantastic. I love speedsters. I love any incarnation of Flash. Well, most incarnations of Flash. I think this edition of the Atomica figure is great. Fantastic detail for such a tiny figure. I mean, she only comes up to... She doesn't even come up fully way to the knee. So, if you see this figure, get it. Thank you for watching.